This is Gutierrez with the broadcasting crew for the Santa Clara High School. We have a field hockey game today. Santa Clara Bruins against I'm not sure. Presentation High School. Currently, we have 3 minutes remaining left. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Still a scoreless game so far. Right now, Santa Clara's looking to get it out of their own end with a little bit of tussling near the offensive end. Santa Clara gains possession. They're going to head through the midfield looking for opportunities. They're going to clear the ball, but it's going to go out of bounds near the defensive zone towards presentation. Looking at about 2 minutes left in the quarter. Now, so far, one timeout has been called, which is quite rare for this kind of a sport, but we think it's because of how presentation seems to be frustrated, or at least the coaching staff seems to be frustrated that it's been scoreless. Currently, they're going to set up for a play. They're going to try and get it into a striker's position, but it's going to go astray. Presentation has the ball. They're going to clear it again. And as they have a stoppage in play, I'm here to remind you that this is Gutierrez, the Broadcasting Club. I'm here with Theo, Nathan, and William. Starting the play, they're going to get it into the striker position, but they lose it. It looks like the defense cleared it. Presentation's going to set up to putting the ball back into play. As they look for options to get it into the midfield quickly, Santa Clara is pressing up high. It looks like Santa Clara is going to be needing a lot of pressure to keep up with this team, as it seems to be a sort of a mismatch. Presentation has been doing really well recently. And the last time Santa Clara was out here, they lost. They're going to take it into the offensive end, and it's going to fizzle out. Oh, and it's going to be play call or penalty called. And that's the quarter. Santa Clara with a late game push. They're going to look to carry that momentum off to the second quarter.
Even though the time's up, this is they get to do this little penalty thing.
Got it. So it looks like the penalty is still going to be allowed to go through, even though the time in the quarter is up.
Then the presentation gets controlled and it ends.
Got it.
Yeah, it's called a corner.
Thank you.
You better score right now.
0-0.
Roster for Santa Clara.
Thank you. And that's going to be the official end of the quarter here. And I have just been given the roster for Santa Clara. So we're going to have number 1, we're going to have Ashi Jain. Number 3, Riva Patil. Number 4, Hannah Lane. Number 5, Rana Neiman, who seems to be a captain. Number 6, Kelly Winter. Number 8, Sora Pham. Number 9, Julia Derekazi. We're going to have number 12, Svia Patil. 14, Ina Forzetting. 15, Geet Kaur. 16, Jacqueline Aochi. 17, Malia Lai. 18, Ria Shah. 20, Neva Mundrati. 21, Alva Curley. 22, Jasmine Duong. 25, Elizabeth Olsen. 27, Asma Aejaz. Apologize for the mispronunciation. Number 40, we're going to have Natalie Da Silva. And that's the rosters for Santa Clara. As we have a short 2-minute break between periods or quarters. Now, last time Santa Clara had the game, which was last Monday, they did not do so well and ended up losing towards the Falcons. Although we did see a lot of bright spots from them, they look to see if they can improve upon their performance here today. As the first quarter still remains scoreless, going on to the second quarter. With 15 seconds left in the intermission, Santa Clara starts to get back out there onto the field. Or it looks like presentation seems to be discussing their game plan. And the break has ended, and now we are starting to head into the second quarter. "15 minutes in the quarter. They get ready for the play to begin as they get out back into the field. Now, we have seen a fair amount of chances from both sides. At the beginning of the first quarter, presentation had a couple of really good chances that fizzled out. However, Santa Clara had a late game push. Santa Clara having momentum right now is important to make sure that they can get more plays into the offense and past the midfield. As a real struggle for Santa Clara last time was getting it through the midfield past the first line of defense. Looks like the goalie's getting set up into their boxes. With the head coach for this Santa Clara hockey field hockey, which is Laura Jones. And presentation will start with possession. Problem with the mask. Looks like there's been a stoppage of play for Santa Clara as their mask has been an issue. It also looks like presentation's coaches are going to walk onto the field. Looks like they're going to use the time that they have to discuss over the field and the plays that they should take. Santa Clara's roster only comprises of 4, I believe. It only comprises of 4 seniors, showing that there's a lot of underclassmen on this roster, giving a bright future for Santa Clara. And it looks like presentation's going to have control right next to the box, and there's going to be a tussle and play stopped. Presentation's going to take a corner here to hope to convert. The defenders and goalie for Santa Clara have to buckle down here as they're going to have a fast and aggressive offense. Pass into the box. It's a loose ball. It's kicked around. And another corner, maybe a penalty. It's called. Looks like it's going to be a corner. pass into the box. It was trying to be redirected and shot in, but it looks like there's going to be another corner. Santa Clara's goalie and defenseman, or defensewoman, depending how you see it, looks like it's going to have a lot of stress on them as they cannot get it out of the box. And that's going to be a goal for presentation as they get a clean, what looked like to be some sort of a slap shot. It's going to get right past the goalie. Presentation 1, Santa Clara 0. It's the second quarter. Roughly 2 minutes has passed. They're going to set up to resume play. Santa Clara's going to look to try and gain the momentum that they had back at the end of the first quarter. They're going to try and send it up. Santa Clara's going to try and gain possession in the midfield. It's disputed. Kept in. Going to be pass number 4. She's going to take it into the offensive zone or loses control. Attempted pass into the offensive slot, but it's not going to make it. And it looks like it's going to be another penalty. Presentation's going to launch it way past the first line defenseman, and it looks like Presentation's going to get it. It's going to be popped up. What a good play. Shot's going to be taken. It's going to go off the goalie, and the defense is going to try and clear it. Santa Clara gains possession. They're going to try and get it past those midfielders, but they're going to gain possession. Or it's disputed. Santa Clara gains it. They're going to attempted to save the ball from getting out of play, but it looks like it's going to be Presentation's possession. A good pass way past Santa Clara's defensive line. With one defense back, going to go around, try and take a shot, and it's going to go in past the goalie. Presentation 2, Santa Clara 0. Eleven minutes and 22 seconds left in the quarter as they go back into the starting position. It looks like Santa Clara is losing a lot of their energy as they're really having a tough time getting any sort of movement past the midfield. Presentation is applying the pressure on the offensive zone quite well, as you can see by the score. Looks like a substitution's been made for Presentation. As the game starts, Santa Clara gets possession. There's going to be some fancy footwork down the middle. Good pass. Santa Clara with it in the offensive zone. And it looks like it's going to be... Oh, Santa Clara retains possession. Pass made. Presentation's defense handles it quite well. Disputed in the midfield. Looks like it's going to be cleared. Or not. They're going to keep going. To the 30. Presentation has it. To the 20. Good pass. Into a shot. And it's blocked by the goalie, but it's still alive. And it looks like it might be a corner.
See the white line going across there?
Yep.
That's the offense.
Got it. Thank you.
Where the little yellow thing is.
Yep. The scorekeeper, Mike Jones, keeping me in check here.
And the only reason I know anything is my daughter's the coach.
Got it. Santa Clara's defense is going to pass it through. Dispute in the midfield. Popped up. A good pass into Santa Clara's midfield. They're going to run it through. They're going to try and get it past the defense, but Santa Clara is still going to have possession. Get it to the offense. We're going to get it past one defense. Two defense, maybe? No, it's going to be out. Nope. Looks like it's disputed near the edge of the zone of play. Trying to figure out how to get it to somebody. Presentation gets control. Tries to clear it. Santa Clara has it still. In the offensive zone. Floating around near the 20-yard line. Santa Clara passes it back, looking for a better opportunity, and they look like they might get one. Looks like there's going to be a call on the play. Santa Clara will pass it into the middle and hope somebody will get a shot on. And it'll miss. While Santa Clara faces a fairly large deficit, it is still very much a game, as we have about 7.5 minutes left in the quarter, 2 quarters left after that. So this game is not exactly over, but it is definitely not looking great for Santa Clara here. It's going to be an attempted pass. It's going to fail and go past the line of play. Presentation's defense is going to send it through, try and get it to the midfield maybe. Going to hover around the 20-yard line. Going to try and pass it up. Santa Clara gets it. Send it up. In the offensive zone, they're looking for a pass. It's like presentation's going to get it. They're going to try and run to the ball. One of Santa Clara's defenders picks it up. They're going to run it to the 30, up near the 20. Number 15 has it, tries to pass it, but it whacks the defender. Goalie tries to clear it, and she does, but it's still a little bit alive near the 20-yard line. Santa Clara has possession, and it looks like they're going to chip the ground here as they try and clear it. Presentation's already pressing again, but Santa Clara has possession and gets run over, and not anything is called. Severn's going to carry it. Stopped by one of the Santa Clara defenders. Possession retained. Looking for a lane to pass it through. And she gets one up into Santa Clara's offenses with some good deking. She's gonna send it up. Some more good deking. They're gonna make it into the offensive zone near the 30-yard line.
Number 4 is your number 1.
Got it. Looks like something's gonna be called on the play. Santa Clara has it. Going to look for a pass down into the middle, but it's interrupted by presentation defenders. And it's going to be called. Play's going to be called. Near the midfield. Some good defensive coverage from presentation. A pass into one of the other defenders. With a very good pass to try and get it up onto the offense presentation, but it looks like that play will go awry. Play is stopped. Santa Clara has it. They're going to send it way far up, way past the defenders, but it's stopped. Presentation's going to have it. They're going to try and use the momentum here. They're going to push it past the 50, past the 40. Stop near the 30. It's contested in the midfield. Presentation has it. They're looking to get something spark on the offensive here. Good pass. They pass it back to presentation's midfield. Some good deking. Santa Clara's going to try and clear it. Play stopped. Presentation's going to have it. They're going to try and look for an angle here. Good pass. In the offensive zone. Goalie's going to clear it. Presentation still has control. Going to take a wide shot. Stopped by defender. Play stopped. Recently, with the past few minutes, it's been a really high pace here as presentation looks to gain control in the midfield, and one of the Santa Clara players is going to get clipped, but nothing's called on it. And ball's out of play. Looks like Santa Clara's going to pass it up and try and get it past that cluster of presentation midfielders near the front, as they have been largely on the defensive side of things for the past maybe 2-3 minutes or so. With I see it. A little bit less than a minute and 30 under the clock. It looks like presentation's still trying to fight for something in this quarter. Try and get another point on the board. But Santa Clara is not willing to let go that easily as they try and get it through the midfield to try and get one last push, but it looks like play is going to be stopped near the 40-yard line. Santa Clara is going to pass it up, and they're going to try and run it all the way past, but it looks like presentation's going to hold on to it. It's contested near the corner. Attempted pass. Santa Clara keeps it in. Looking for a good pass. A botched pass attempt is going to leave it difficult. She slips through both of the... Oh, never. It's thrown into the mix near the offensive side of things, but presentation's going to grab it. They're going to run it with it. Try and look for a pass. They get one. Picking apart Santa Clara's defense here with the passing. They're going to try and run it past the defenders. But the last defender back stops it, and that's the end of the quarter. We'll take a 2-minute break here.
Halftime's 5 minutes.
This is halftime. Okay. Apologies, it is halftime with a 5-minute break. Santa Clara situation is looking quite dire here as they look to even get one on the board. It's very reminiscent of the last game that Santa Clara played, which is quite concerning. While Santa Clara has had a decent amount of opportunities, they just haven't converted as often and haven't been able to keep up with the pace that presentation's been playing at. As already back in the offensive zone, they have it again, and play's been called, but you can see how quickly presentation is moving through as they get a corner again. As the play starts, they're going to take a long shot, and it's stopped with the traffic. Presentation still has it. With a good shot leaking through the traffic, and that's going to be 5-0. This will now lead to a